The best. That's the scream test for the movie.
Scream.
Can you show us a really spazzy scream? Hrithik is someone who I think is a phenomenal actor and a phenomenal looker and dancer and general force of cinema. So I'm going to have to get up quite early and pull my socks up.
But thankfully, neither of you all are dancing in Vikram Vedha.
I would do the movie.
Yeah,
I would not do
that,
the movie.
that should help you be.
I mean, if you really want to make a strange movie, you'd have me dancing next to Hrithik. It's not the best platform for an actor to be on in terms of focus.
Okay.
From the audience, because there are many other things going on when TV is going on. Usually you're eating and fighting with somebody else with a remote control.
Yeah. Hi guys, this is Himesh and welcome to Pinkvilla. Today we have with us Arjun Kapoor and Saif Ali Khan, who are gearing up for the release of Bhoot Police. Welcome to Pinkvilla, guys. It's lovely having you here.
I like that Pinkvilla and you've worn pink and I've worn pink. Saif had worn pink in the day, it's turned white.
Yes.
Oh, it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White is a ghost.
Yeah.
Correct. Saif, so my first question is to you have been associated with this project for so long. Like it has been, I think, 5 years if I'm not wrong. It changed the studios.
Has it been 5 years?
Yeah, I think because first it was with another studio. Then
No, not 5 years. Must be like 2 years.
No,
Or
2
3
years,
years.
it has been since pandemic. It was much before.
Jesus, it's 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, if not you, maybe this project might not have seen the day of light. What kept you so involved in the project and to
I don't know about that. There were different producers,
Yeah.
a lot of different things about the film.
Yeah.
I'm lucky Pawan offered it to me at one point. We just got along really well.
Yeah.
We understood each other. We understood the kind of film. And he stood by me and I stood by him. And then we're very lucky that Akshay Puri got on, and someone I'd known. We've done a lot of work together in the past. And he knew I was really into this film. Okay. So he picked it up and then Mr. Ramesh Thorani backed it.
Yeah.
And then they said that the best we want to up it, we want to make it bigger, we want to make it as best as we can. Let's get a great cast, let's get a great guy to play, the parallel role with you, the other hero's role. And they came up with Arjun, and I thought that's brilliant. And he was kind enough to, whatever said and done, it was totally worth the wait, because the film has ended up in the best way it could possibly have ended up, with the best cast and with really phenomenal mounting.
Okay.
So since I loved the idea, I can't imagine it being better. So I'm very happy.
Okay. And Arjun, this is your first horror comedy. How do you view this space, like the genre?
So yeah, I've said it in the past also, it's not a genre that I was looking for as script wise. I was not as an actor dying to do it. When I heard it, when I read it, what jumped for me was the camaraderie between the brothers, the friction, the back and forth, the fact that they both don't really get along. It was nice and interesting. You normally have two con men who get along and think alike. Here you have a reluctant con man who actually wants to be straight, and you have a con man who believes that life is exactly about this. You got to play on people's fears and use it to your advantage. So I quite liked the friction and the brotherhood, at the same time the love-hate relationship and the adventure tone, because Pawan's imagination and pitching, even if you see the trailer, that van, the mela, the way we are dressed, the book that I have, it wasn't a play to the horror comedies that we've seen.
True.
There was a certain canvas and a certain color created in the script itself. So mine came from the director's vision, and thankfully it came at a point where I knew the passion he had also, because everybody knew in the industry he's so bullish on the script. Yeah. He was already on board, right? Yeah. When you read a film where you need camaraderie, back and forth, banter, you need to know, अच्छा मैं तो अपना role कर रहा हूँ, where you feel you can do it and your director feels it, but दूसरा role कौन कर रहा है वो उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी हो जाता है. And this is a film where I'm reactive to what he says. He's sort of the person who's more proactive and I'm the reactive partner in it, So thank God it was him, it made it simpler for me. So I took it on because it was him, and I got excited of working with him, and the tone of adventure more than the horror comedy. Okay. That is the pitch to sell the film, but for me these were the things that got me.
Okay. And like you
said,
said,
got a really funny scream. The best. That's the scream test for the movie.
Scream.
Can you show us a really spazzy scream?
Do I get the role?
Yes, you got it. Fast.
So Actually, my next question was about the chemistry. For a two-hero film, when it is a two-hero film, what is the most important factor to get the chemistry right? Is it the off-screen bond that reflects on screen, or are there some other factors that?
If you're asking me, I think it's a team player attitude.
Okay.
First of all, and the second thing is to play your part, and chemistry really needs to be on the paper. Honestly, it has to be written into the script, and it comes with friction, and it comes where a lot of things in life are not where you expect them.
Yeah.
So sometimes great chemistry comes out of a little bit of tension, So, but with us,
Yeah.
I think you need an attitude that you're going to share this one and not get too worried about competitive in the sense that everyone wants to be good in the movie, but not in each other's at any cost of anything,
Correct. Yeah.
and just enjoy it, hopefully.
Okay.
But I firmly believe, please ask Arjun, that chemistry is on the page.
And Arjun, for you?
It all अच्छी writing होती है तो it makes it simpler. You might not get along with your co-actor to that degree, but the writing on paper allows you to at least pretend and act like you are great together. It obviously helps if you get along off camera, because then it becomes better than even what they've written. But at the same time, you need to come knowing your part. If you come, and I hate using the word secure, but when you sign a film, you need to know your role. You can't show up on set and then later expect, because Saif is really being funny, I need 2 extra lines to really pull off. Otherwise audiences will say Saif was better than me because he's making... But Vibhuti does not work without Chiranjeev.
Yeah.
Because Chiranjeev knows what Vibhuti is up to, the audience sees Chiranjeev's reaction and will smile more. So you need to know what your part is. You need to know why you're doing the film. You also need to understand that you together can make a better film rather than being selfish about it.
Correct.
At least this film didn't need that. It needed us to have fun. Sometimes it's okay that you're facing off against each other and you can have a difference of opinion. So you need to know why you're doing a film. Then it's easier to create chemistry or bonding.
Yeah.
आपका intent सही होता है पिक्चर करने का, तो then it reflects to a great degree. We can still have a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
That's very different. But we're not trying to... I never went into this film to outdo Saif.
Okay.
And to outshine him and to win more praises and win more accolades. I went in knowing this is Saif Ali Khan's strength. He knows how to make people laugh. What can I do to make more people laugh with him and get more people into, at that point, theatres, and today on the OTT platform, to have a good time.
Correct.
Because I hate that thing, when I read reviews, it's okay to appreciate one actor over the other. But what happens is, hypothetically, Saif Ali Khan outshines Arjun Kapoor. That's not the reason I'm doing the film.
No, that's terrible.
I'm doing the film because Saif Ali Khan's good at what he does.
Yeah.
And I will do my part. So together, Saif will also be good. But there is a part that I'm playing to make sure Saif is good, and there's a part he's playing to make sure I'm good. And that is what camaraderie is eventually.
True. And the film is premiering on Hotstar. I think in November last year, we saw a horror comedy premiere on Hotstar, and after that it did a phenomenal run on TV. Lakshmi, basically, it did very... Do you think, despite the advent of OTT medium over the last year and a half, TV still remains to be the most influential medium in terms of entertainment, both of you?
I mean, it has the most number of people watching it, I guess, at this point in time. I think OTT's reach is expanding. It will take some time. TV is available in most houses today, and TV is available on your phone also when you're moving around. So
I'm sorry, I might be tiny bit tired. I'm not being politically correct when I'm saying this. And I think people having jobs is great, actors and all that. And audiences love TV.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to have in your house. But I think it's not the best platform for an actor to be on in terms of focus.
Okay.
From the audience, because there are many other things going on when TV is going on. Usually you're eating and fighting with somebody else with a remote control, and half of you want to watch something else, blah blah. All that is going on, and also the kind of where the TV is for most people's eyes. It's not very cinematic. It's a close-up medium, so you have to just shoot like this, and that's it. Whereas OTT, at least when you're watching on your phone, even you can take big shots.
Yeah.
Because it's like a big screen. Because the ratio of that to here is the same as that to a big screen, right? So it's more cinematic. So I actually like being on that platform a little more.
Okay.
So influence is I don't know how to answer that question, but I'm saying there's movies and there's OTT, and I think TV is something else.
Okay.
It's each of these
platforms
are very different in the way they should be shot and the way that they are consumed.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know where he's coming from, that the craft it changes for TV when you make something for television, but I think what you were asking was more about how TRPs help our films get more eyeballs.
So basically my follow-up question was, do you think TV as a medium, of course, the film will premiere on Hotstar and get the viewership. But when it comes on TV, that's when it will reach real audience, because horror
No,
comedy
yeah,
actually,
there is an
Yeah.
audience on OTT that is there. It might be lesser in the subscription base in
Yeah.
comparison to what you compare to
Yeah.
TV. But I know for a fact that the platform purchased it because they also want to put it on television, like you
Yeah.
said, because it will get more audience.
Yeah.
So जब हम picture theater में भी डालते हैं, उसके बाद हमें पता है कि there are two platforms to make sure it reaches maximum number of people. At the end of the day, you can't quantify it because that's not an actor's job to go into the specifications. But yeah, TV is, like, I know for music to work there is TV. For
Yeah.
your trailer to be seen, you need TV. When people watch cricket matches, for example,
Yeah.
you want to see our trailer. So TV is an important
Yeah.
medium for a film, and
Yeah.
it does get a lot of regard. But we are conditioned as cinematic actors, so first love is cinema.
Correct.
OTT, like he said, allows our craft to be noticed in little more attention span.
Yeah.
TV is a little slightly scattered because it's a viewing experience over conversation, channel flipping. So sometimes the art can be compromised to some degree while viewing a film, but still entertaining people is our job, so that's another medium to reach people.
Correct. And Saif, so after Bhoot Police, you have the mammoth Adipurush, in which you are playing a negative role again. And you have done that in Tanaji. So, when there is a same director who offers you a negative role in a period which is not from the current times, how does your approach to that character change?
I mean, every film is different, and you try and find a way of doing it interestingly. And there's such a big team working on your hair, and I'm sure it's the same with Arjun. How you present yourself differently in that world is the fun of what we do. So, I trust and love Om, and we get along very well together on a working thing. So we go out of our way to try and find what will be entertaining, what will be fun, and we both have the energy to keep pushing that way. So the idea is to come up with something different.
He's quite a visually rich director, that way.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll
Amazing.
make something
Yeah.
quite visually dynamic. in
Yes,
that
I
sense.
remember when we met during Tanaji, I think Saif sir had only said that everything was green screen, and when the visuals came, eventually it was...
I mean, the way they shoot is
Yeah.
that everything is blue screen, and they have a big board with pictures of what it might look like later.
Okay.
So you can have some imagination.
Okay.
You're not just in the dark.
Okay.
But it's on another level when it comes to see. We talk about that
Yeah,
another
of
time.
course. Yeah. And Arjun, next up for you is Ek Villain 2. You already did a film. John had a small part in your film, Sardar Ka Grandson. I believe you are doing one more film with John after that as well. Could you tell us something about your chemistry with John? Three
Who's
films.
Bond?
John.
Oh, okay.
Chemistry with John.
I'm sure you said Bond.
No, actually it was a slip
Okay,
of tongue.
sorry.
Yeah.
So Sardar Ka Grandson, we didn't share screen space.
It was his.
He was a producer along with Nikhil sir and T series, but I assisted on Salam Hai Ishq. Since then I've known him.
Yeah.
Villain, I've not shot with him yet, and I'm looking forward to doing that soon. I think once Bhoot Police releases, I'll be getting into shooting with him. He's somebody who obviously owns the action genre for what he's been doing over the last couple of years. So I'm really excited to get on set and do an action film with him. I don't want to reveal too many details about Villain because I think there's a surprise in store for everybody that watches it. But I'm really, really happy to be working with Mohit again and working with John in a different capacity this time.
Yeah.
From an assistant to him being a producer and now finally acting with him. I'm so certain between Tara, Disha, John, I and Mohit, we'll be able to present something which is commercial, yet it is something that is pushing the envelope in terms of trying to make sure that we're not just playing the cliches. So it's really exciting to know that we've got a very dynamic film coming. From whatever I've shot, I'm really happy to be part of that and play my role in that. But I'm really, really excited. So once I shoot more, actually I'll be able to answer about the chemistry and what I share with him, because when I said I've not really spent any time with him, right?
Okay. And last question for both of you. Saif, so there is Vikram Vedha for you with, I think, which starts next month with Hrithik.
November.
Okay, November. So, sir, even that film has seen change of cast. Now it is Hrithik who's... So, you reunite with Hrithik after 2 decades of Na Tum Jano Na Hum.
Oh God,
Yeah, we were barely united then.
Yeah, that's... Oh,
Yeah.
I saw...
mean, that was a smallish kind of...
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I've worked with him before.
yeah.
Yes.
So, how excited are you for that film? Because, that Vikram Vedha, the original film, is like one of my personal favorites as well. So,
Yes, I think it's a fab movie. I'm sorry, when I'm in the headspace of something, I find it a little unfaithful to start talking about something else in that sense. But yeah, I am completely kicked about it. I haven't even got into that gear yet, but I've read it a few times, and I know it's very challenging and it's worrying. I mean, Hrithik is someone who I think is a phenomenal actor and a phenomenal looker and dancer and general force of cinema. So I'm going to have to get up quite early and pull my socks up.
But thankfully, neither of you all are dancing in Vikram Vedha.
I would do the movie.
Yeah,
I would not
so
do the movie.
that should help you be.
I mean, if you really want to make a strange movie, you'd have me dancing next to Ritik.
But it'll be great fun watching both of them. Two of my favorites in that film. That'll be fun to watch.
And last words before signing off on Bhoot Police from both of you.
Last word. It's out on 17th of September. Hope everybody watches it. I think we had a lot of fun making it. I hope people have as much fun watching it.
And if you don't call us. Call
Perfect.
Sorry. Yeah. Let's do like new publicity. Don't watch it. I'm telling you, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Watch Lakshmi.
Watch it at your own risk.
Watch Lakshmi again. Don't watch it. Ramesh ji, see what Arjun said.
Why did you say watch IPL in the middle?
Watch
Watch IPL. Bhoot Police is also there.
Also there. Yeah, watch the IPL. Bhoot Police is also there. If you like this video,
share and subscribe.
To Pinkvilla.
To Pinkvilla. What else?